Hey guys, so having some trouble with my car. Had like liquid coming out of it and various other problems. So I went in today to get the stuff fixed. He said it'd be done on the day so I could drive it home. Anyway, it was pretty far away, like I had to go on the motorway and shit. And needless to say, it couldn't be done in a day. So I have to pick it up tomorrow evening. And we're moving at the moment, so I need the car, to move stuff back and forth to the new place. And where I was really far away. It had been kind of a nightmare to get there already, but that's who I have the guarantee with. I have to go to them, I can't really go to another one. Anyway, a bunch of the damage and shit that he's doing is not included in the guarantee. So there's like fuckloads of stuff I have to pay for, and it's going to take like a day and a half to do or whatever. So I have to go back and get it tomorrow evening. So I've had to come to a different place. I had to get to the train station, which is really far away, then go to a different place. And I didn't bring my bike because he said it would be done on the day. So now it's like an hour and a half from here to where I live. And I got to the station to get my ticket and everything, and the ticket machine was broken, so I couldn't get a ticket. And so I had to film a video of it to show the guy and be like, look, the machine was broken. And now I'm here, and so it's taken the whole day. It's a bit, pain in the arse. And I guess a problem I have, and a thing I've been doing too much of when these things happen, is like sort of caring about it and being annoyed by it. And being like, oh man, fuck's sake, I have to do this. I have to get all the way home now. I have to pay for this. I have to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, the money part, yeah, that's valid. Like, that's just, there's a limit you reach with money where, you don't have any more. And that matters. But in terms of like the hassle, the faff, and even to some degree, the financial stuff, like, I try to remind myself, I guess if I use the term God's plan, that's kind of divisive. I think probably saying the plan is maybe more applicable to some people, but I think when you say God's plan, you don't necessarily mean God's plan in a monotheistic kind of Christian way necessarily, but just, even like the plan of the universe or whatever. And that's what I like to think, that's what I like to remind myself of at times like this. Like, when you think of it as that, when you think of it as part of the plan or part of God's plan or whatever's happening, you accept it, and then you can sort of enjoy it more and be in the moment and realise, like, there's really nothing that bad about having to, I'm going to run home, for example. I'll get a run out of it. It's not going to take me that long. By the time I get home, I'll be fine. I'll have like fucking dinner and shit, I'll have a roof over my head. So really, none of it is bad. All of it is good, in fact. All of it is like very comfortable. It's only difficult when you resist it, when you try to make life and the universe fit your plans. And of course you need to have plans, you need to try and control things that happen and have, positive outcomes and whatever. But when you expect that everything is going to go according to your plan, you deny the fact that, life or God or whatever has its own plan, and that's much bigger than any of us. And so when things start going wrong, once you accept them as such, I think it becomes way easier. I think it becomes way easier to deal with them and to live and to get by, because you kind of go, okay, this is something I can't control, this is just a thing that's going to happen, and I just get comfy in this situation. And again, as I say, in this case, I mean, what's so bad, like I have to run home through fields and shit. That's fun. Like, yeah, I'm not being productive or whatever, and I'm thinking like, oh, I have to get the train, I have to pay for the train, I have to wait, I have to do this, blah blah blah. I could get like that, I could think like that, and I do very often. And I was briefly earlier at the station, because while I was faffing around with the machine, the train came by and I missed my train. I had to wait for another one. And I was like, oh, I missed my train. Like, start thinking like, oh, this is so annoying. and this isn't what I plan to do today, this is a waste of time. That's a very common aspect of it. I'm not being productive, all this time is wasted, all this. It's like, it doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be wasted. There's people who have to wait fucking hours to get a train to like fucking go buy food or medicine or whatever, you know. It's not that big of a deal. And yeah, as I say, as soon as you detach yourself from your plan is an ideal, it's a preferred outcome, but life's plan or God's plan is reality and is what you've got. Hopefully they coincide, that's great, and hopefully you can help them to coincide. But I think to expect it as such, I don't know how the fuck I'm getting home, by the way. I don't want to run on that fucking main road up there. Jesus. The alternative is through the rape alley over there. I don't even know if that goes the right way. So fuck knows what I'm doing. But yeah, you know, I've been watching this game show recently, and I've been thinking, oh man, I'd love to go on this show. Like, they camp out in the woods and they do all these challenges and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to do that. Test my physical fitness, be out there, exercising, blah, blah, blah. And then today, when I thought, oh, I'm going to have to fucking run home from the station, I was like, oh, fuck. I don't want to run, you know, like getting into a sulk about it. And I don't know where this new voice is coming from. I don't like it. I won't do it in future videos or for the remainder of this one. Yeah, but basically I thought like, well, that's what I want to do anyway. I like doing stuff like that. But when it doesn't fit my plan, I'm like, oh man, I have to, see, I'm doing a normal voice now. Oh man, I have to run home or whatever. I have to do this or that. But like, yeah, that's fine. In reality, that thing in itself is very palatable. Like, even if they said, oh, it's going to be another 2 days, I could be like, fuck man, 2 days without it. And it's like, well, is that even that bad though? Like, well, in this case it kind of is because we have to move, but even then it's like, okay, what's going to happen, you know? No one's putting a fucking broom handle up my arse. Like, nothing that painful is going to happen. It's just going to be a bit inconvenient, but ultimately, what's happening right now? Am I okay? Is this manageable? Can I be really happy right now? Can I try to be, if not like delighted, at least just very much at peace right now? Is it these circumstances that are really stopping me from being at peace, or is it my own mind and my own preconceived notions and expectations? And usually it's the latter. Not always, obviously. Like, I'm not one of those people who thinks you can be happy and at peace in any circumstances. I don't agree with that at all. Like, if someone you love is dying, or something you're going through, you know, through lots of physical pain, or you're under like severe pressure. But generally speaking, yeah, most of the time it's our expectations that signal to us. They're like a signal, and we go, I'm supposed to be unhappy about this. This is inconvenient. I'm supposed to be annoyed by that. And we're receiving these signals and going, time to be annoyed, time to be unhappy. And that's fucking stupid, you know? Like, if you don't need to be, if you can avoid it, then do, you know? There's no reason to be. So yeah, I'm happy like that I have to find a way home. I mean, I don't really want to run on the road next to all these cars on the main road for like a fucking hour, but apart from that, you know, this may be my last video. That'd be a bit sad, wouldn't it? Yeah, but you know, yeah, apart from that aspect, once I find a decent route to run on, good. I get to go for a run. What's bad about that? And then when I get my car back, I'll have a car again, and I'll be able to drive it home, and yeah, it'll be good. So yeah, fucking, that's all really. As Tommy Wiseau says in The Room, don't plan too much, it might not come out right. Which is not the best advice. I'd say there's a bit more nuance to it than that. I would say don't put too much stock in your own plans, or don't excessively expect them to come to fruition. But he was more or less on the money, as he is with many things he says in that film. I think probably it's more to do with his level of English than then his sort of philosophy. I think his philosophy on life is probably better than his grasp of the English language, but I'm not sure actually. I haven't really given that much thought. But still, there's a lot to take from that movie. And if you haven't seen it, you have to. It's the best thing ever made. It really is. I really think that's the best movie ever made. And yeah, that's all. Alright guys, I'm gonna fucking get on with this now because I have shit to do. Alright, take care. Hope you're all doing well, guys. Bye.